Hello there. Welcome to Jedi and the Mailman, show where two old friends aim to deliver the best Star Wars talk in the galaxy. I'm Mike the Mailman. That's Jimmy the Jedi. How we doing, Jimmy?
We're doing all right.
Good.
First week of Christmas break, so I can't complain.
Christmas break must be nice.
I like it.
I haven't had a Christmas break since
High school?
1988. Now, when I was in the Navy for 4 years in the Navy, I guess not the first year. The first year I was in the Navy, I was in boot camp for Christmas, which was
Yeah.
awesome. But after that, once I got to my first duty station, I would take, you got 30 days of leave. I would take all my leave at one time and go home through the holidays, through my birthday, and then back to work for the year. But yeah, so 1998 would have been the last time I had a break for the holidays.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, it is. I have chosen poorly.
How do you feel about Extreme Close Up?
Hey, whatever, man.
All right. Dialed into that Super Bowl winning Steelers blanket.
Oh, you know it.
We're going to have to do it without DK Metcalf the next couple of.
What an idiot.
I'm telling you, there's something because reports are that guy has followed him.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Reported,
Regardless, okay, DK Metcalf makes $5 million a year or whatever it is.
He's making $550,000 less this year,
and
he might have voided like $40 million of guaranteed money.
Yep. I don't feel bad for him. I don't care how much that guy trolls him. Just don't go talk to him. There's no reason.
He had to go a long way to talk to that fool. So
just
yeah, I like to know. I mean, we'll probably never find out. But whew, man, I mean, I think that we'll be division leaders by the end of Saturday night.
I hope so.
Let's see what we got here. We got Sky walking around in the house. Happy Tuesday.
Buddy.
Happy Tuesday, man. Hope things are well.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go. Jack's already in. Mace Windu is the most
underrated.
Tell me, he's the dumbest character. He's the meanest character. He would have been a better Sith Lord than he was a Jedi High Council member.
Absolutely.
So there you go.
Jack is my opponent this week.
Can jump into this real easily, so we got to be careful we don't anger him too much.
Jack's my opponent this week in fantasy football in the consolation game.
Did you listen to the? So you?
Yeah, I don't know who those other mics are, but they are not me. I lost by 10 points or something like that.
You were the number one seed, right?
I know. And the dude I went against didn't even start a quarterback. He had Patrick Mahomes in there, who is out for the year. My quarterback, I started, what's his name for Green Bay, Jordan Love or whatever, and he got hurt early in the game, so I didn't get any points there. And then, of course, we watched the Steelers-Lions game, and we know my two receivers didn't do a damn thing. So first round of the playoffs, just like the Steelers, I get bounced.
You are just like the Steelers. Awesome work.
Now, the Steelers never would have been in first place, but
hey, we're in first place.
Well, in the North, but overall, we're in fourth.
All right, that's fair.
I mean, really, if you just went by record, we wouldn't even be in fourth place. But whatever.
They're talking. I know we're a Star Wars podcast. They were talking about doing like a college football. Top 16 teams or whatever.
Yeah.
And like you just go out and you grab the best teams and you throw them into the tournament. Which I'm like, that actually kind of has some merit to it.
Yeah.
It would take away the division thing though. You know what I mean? Because it really wouldn't matter like it used to or does.
No, it really doesn't. I don't know. College football, though, it's so subjective. Like, who is the best team? And like, you don't play in a league with the same people, and it's hard. Certain teams have all that NIL money too, and basically buy the best players. So there's like four teams in college football that really hold sway, but it's a messed up system.
How's being Santa's little helper this week leading up to?
Oh man, you can't believe how awesome it is. So today,
like in the movies when the elves are singing and stuff, do you just sing?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's all. Yeah, I skip down the street singing Christmas carols. It's great. Today it was in the upper 30s.
So
It
heat
was
wave.
cold, but you know what makes the cold even better? When it rains.
Oh yeah,
It's cold and rainy, just awesome. And
man.
then, of course, it's Christmas time, so we're slammed with packages. But you know what makes that even better is when you get piles of mail to deliver as well. So, like the Valpaks, I don't know if you know what Valpaks are. It's like this coupon thing, the like, coupon booklet thing goes to every house. And then Progressive had to make sure that, their insurance information got to everybody. So I had all this mail to deliver. But honestly, I'm happy I could do it because can you imagine children waking up on Christmas morning without stacks of junk mail to sort? I mean, what would they do?
Well, nothing says
It would
Merry
just be
Christmas like junk mail.
exactly. So, I'm out there doing, I don't call myself a hero, but certainly out there doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you have to deliver? Did you have to deliver your own package to you?
I know I live in the sticks, sort of.
I know where
You know
you
where I
live.
live. Yeah. But it's rural. So we have a rural delivery person. I work in the city, the big
Big city
city
of
of
Clearfield,
Clearfield.
the
So,
metropolis.
yep. So somebody else delivers my packages to me.
What's Clearfield up to these days in population? Do you know?
I
By
have
any
no idea.
chance?
No
Really?
idea. I know
Population.
I deliver to over 700 of them myself, but
Man, you're a hero.
well, you said it.
Let's see.
So how's your break going? Lucky son of a.
Population of Clearfield, the borough, is around 5,900 to 6,000 residents, with recent estimates placing it near just about 6,000.
Hmm.
Clearfield County has a much larger population of over
Yeah,
77,000, which
a
is
lot of accent too,
hilarious
boys.
because that's the whole county.
Yeah.
You go up the street here in Wichita, and there's like 340,000 people or some crazy number.
Yep.
So that's funny. We have over half of that population in the Derby.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, all right. Well, speaking of packages,
Hmm.
Michael, you want to open yours?
Sure.
Yeah. Any
Jimmy and I
guesses? Any
exchange
guesses?
Christmas gifts every year.
Don't show
No,
them
I
your
have
address.
no idea.
Don't show them your address.
No. Oh, I don't care. Who's gonna? The 6 people that are on here might start trolling me.
That blue-haired crazy guy from the Detroit Lions might
Uh huh.
start on you next. But you can punch him and not have to worry about it. Star
That's
Wars
right. I
Center
won't get
says
fined.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Star Wars.
Merry Christmas. All right, the box is opened.
Yeah.
Remove the paper.
Yeah. It's another box.
It's another box. Do not open unless final customer. Am I the final customer?
I hope so, unless you're going to regift it, which would make me mad. Big holiday plans, Mike.
Oh.
Star Wars Center's asking, got any big holiday plans?
Well, yeah. I lucked out with my schedule. I think I talked about this before. Oh, sweet. That's awesome, dude. And Kaden Jarrus pop. This is my first pop. I don't have any pops.
You don't have any?
Nope. If I was going to get a pop, this would be the one that I would get. This is awesome, dude.
Yeah, I figured you'd like it. I just typed in Kanan Jarrus, and that thing popped up. And actually, the first time I went to order, it was supposed to come the 29th. And then I waited, and then it came early for some reason. I don't understand the delivery system at all.
That's awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
The slippery slope that you're on now.
I know. I'm going to have to get my own room. If my kids move out, maybe I can take over one of their rooms. Thanks, buddy. Jack. That's really cool.
Star Wars Center says, yo, that's amazing. He also wants to know, you have any holiday plans, Mike? What's your holiday plans?
Well, tomorrow night, whenever I get done with work, who knows when that'll be. Christmas Eve typically isn't all that bad for us, but every year we just get more and more packages. So I don't know what tomorrow's going to look like. But once that's done, we go to my mom's. All the family comes up there. We hang out, have some food, good times. Then all my kids want to go Christmas light looking. I don't know if you go Christmas light looking.
Yeah.
You get in the truck, drive around, look at the Christmas lights all over town.
Yeah.
So do that. And then Christmas morning, get up, open gifts. I guess most of my children are going to be here Christmas morning. One of them is not talking to me right now, and it's pretty sad, but I'm not going to get into that. So yeah, and then I lucked out with my schedule. I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and I took Monday off as well. So I got a nice long weekend to, clean up all the Christmas mess and relax a little bit. And
Nice.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
We
One
were
more
wondering
day
if
of work.
tomorrow counts as a holiday, but I guess it doesn't then, huh?
Nope.
Christmas Eve is not a holiday.
Yep. Yeah, it turns out the president can't just declare something's a holiday. It actually has to go through Congress. He's not a dictator yet.
Give him time. Give him time. Star Wars Center says, love the light looking.
Yeah.
Star Wars Center does that as well. What we got here? We got Jack's worried for you. He says, oh dear, he's taking you down a road you must not go.
I only have so much space, Jack. I can't go too far down that road.
That's a great first pop.
It is.
Yeah, I
It is.
was pretty pumped. Like, when that popped up, because I have one Kanan Jarrus, and that's one of the originals. And those things are worth a lot now. And
Yeah.
well, depending on who. But I was like, I don't know what's out. I don't know what's out there. They keep pumping new Ezra ones out.
Yeah.
And like, I just found a new one today. I hope Hank's not listening, but like, all right, I didn't even know they had this one. So, but yeah, I think it's a good starter kit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what are your holiday plans, Jimmy?
My holiday plans. Well, we didn't go home this year. I wanted just with the job change and things, we didn't know where it was, financial, how that was going to look and everything. And so we just decided to stay home and relax. Usually we're traveling, and it's just, I don't get a chance to relax.
Yeah.
The 2 weeks driving for 24 hours twice, that takes us a day or so to recover from usually.
Yeah.
And then, I miss my family. I wish I could see them, but we'll just hang out here. We'll be home this summer. And then we're just I think we got Christmas Eve family thing. And then we have a service that Molly wants to go to. And then we'll come home, hang out. What we usually do, this is Adam's family tradition, no matter where we're all at, we'll text around, we'll decide which Christmas movie. And at like 8:00 their time, we'll throw in the Christmas movie. So we're all watching that. And
That's
then
awesome.
Most of the Adams clan, if they're back home in Clearfield, they'll be having chicken wings and veggie tray. And that's usually the Christmas Eve thing. And then I don't know, Teddy and Shannon usually will come down to her parents Christmas Day and then drive up to Clearfield. So, but all right, this is a good one, Mike. Are you ready? This is another good question. Here we got Star Wars Center wants to know best Christmas movie of all time or our favorite, which I would think that you would think that's the best movie of all time, right?
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
your Star Wars Center?
My favorite Christmas movie I watch every year is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's usually what we watch Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I love that movie. It's campy, it's stupid, but every year I watch it. I have not watched it yet. It's on my list. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. It's been a busy year, but I did watch Bad Santa, which is another good one, and Die Hard already, which is another good one. So
nice.
Yep.
Now, Walking Ryan, what's your favorite Christmas movie if you're still there? I know we've lost Jack for a little bit. Let's see. He goes, man, tough choice. Christmas Vacation, hell yeah, he says. Yeah, that's a great one, and that's usually the Christmas Eve movie, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
This guy Walking Ryan says his Christmas movie is The Empire Strikes Back.
Good for you.
A Christmas movie.
If you want it to be, it can be.
Nice. Star Wars Center says Die Hard as well. We've watched ABC. There is on Apple TV. They had Spirited. It's like a remake of the Dickens, but it has Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. That's pretty good. We've watched that so far. We've watched The Grinch with Jim Carrey. We kind of like watch one each evening if we have time, if we're not out and about doing things. I'm trying to think of what else. My wife's favorite is A White Christmas, which for me it's fine. I mean, it's just old timey, but it's good memories for her. So we watch that. Miracle on 34th. Not really.
I don't really like classic movies. Scrooge is good.
One of my favorites. And then Yeah, Scrooge is definitely one of my favorites. And then either that or Christmas Vacation, usually my top two Christmas movies. So
I love A Christmas Story too. Like they used to pay that 24 hours, put it
TBS.
on a loop on TBS. Yeah. And I'd always
Um,
catch it on there, but I haven't watched it in a couple years now.
there's a one, I don't know if you have HBO Max or anything like that, or Max, whatever the heck they call it. It's called
Yeah.
8-Bit Christmas. And it's
Yeah.
kind of like a modern version of it because it is Neil Patrick Harris as a kid, and he's telling the story about how he wanted the Nintendo. So
Yeah.
it's like in the 80s and stuff. So it's pretty fun. So that's a pretty good one. I don't think we've watched that one yet. So we'll probably end up catching that one. Oh, the first two Star Wars Center says the first two Home Alone films. We've already watched Home Alone already. We dove into that one. The ending, there might not be a funnier ending to last like third of a movie when Kevin is jacking those guys up when they're trying to get I was like, that is some pretty funny stuff. I mean, pretty unbelievable, but Jingle All the Way is a good one. That's a pretty funny one. With Arnold
Elf is good.
Bad. Elf, yeah, we've watched Elf. Yeah, there's so many good ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
the Star Wars holiday special. Yeah, you can't go.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I never have. I've never sat down and watched it.
No.
I've heard people talk about it. Stuff You Should Know did a whole episode on it. Like that. The only way I know it is from those sort of things. I've never sat down and watched it.
I'm like afraid to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember it as kids. Do you?
No.
That came out when? In the 80s? Like 80? Like it was right after. Well,
right.
we would have been like.
We would have been, so young. Yeah, we'd have been maybe 2 or 3. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Good time.
Well, you have a gift to open, Jimmy.
Oh, yes, I do. Packaged like a professional. Like this guy knew what he was doing.
Yeah, I wrapped mine.
He did.
And wrote a nice card and everything.
He did. Oh, man. Huh.
Any ideas?
I don't know. I don't. Can't. I really hate opening gifts in front of people, too. I'm not sure why I agreed to this at all.
I don't really like it either because I'm not good at hiding my disappointment. You know what I mean? Like,
don't get excited. Like,
I much prefer giving gifts than receiving them.
One time, I don't know if you ever met her, but she gave me tickets. She took me to a Steelers game, and I was super pumped. I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome!"
Yeah,
I was like really excited. She's like, "That's it." I'm like, "I'm really excited. Like, this is my first Steelers.
What else am I supposed to do?
I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Like, I don't know. I don't usually. I'm
not one to jump up and down. And,
fun.
Yes,
nice.
So. Maybe you and Molly will have some Chinese food some point
this
week.
Yes, they light up too, don't they?
Yes, they do. I think you could choose the color.
Stickers in them, yeah.
Very
cool. Nice
some lightsaber chopsticks.
Yes, I was Star Wars chopsticks. They light up. I was pretty good with chopsticks right up to going to Japan. Yeah. I didn't starve when I was in Japan. We'll just put it that way. And I tried to use those the other day, and that's a skill that you need to continue to use. So, but what do we got over here?
That was actually my wife's idea.
Nice. Well, tell her thank you. That's awesome.
I will.
So, it's fun. Very cool. More Star Wars stuff. Yeah. Thanks, Mike. That's pretty cool.
You're welcome.
I was actually looking. I was cleaning stuff up down here, and I the Bail Organa lightsaber. I think it's going to get put together over this break.
Not
Bail Organa. Painting it. I watched a YouTube video on it yesterday, like on how to like paint and like what I'm not artistic. So what might happen is I'll put it together, and then my incredibly talented wife will be doing the paint job for me.
Yeah, it's really not difficult to put together, and I don't even know. There may be a piece or two that kind of needs glue, but most of it locks together pretty well because I put it together one time before I sent it to you. But I thought it'd be easier to paint before it was put together, but I don't know if you're good and careful. She's artistic and careful. I'm sure she can paint it once it's put together.
I'll get some schematics to see what we need to do, and then I think that's gonna get put together. So
cool.
Lego Star Wars special. That was pretty funny. That came out last year, I think, right? The Lego one, or was that 2 years ago? Those chopsticks are awesome. Yes, it was pretty fun. So, so Merry Christmas to us.
Yes. And that's the show. No.
Yeah, goodbye, everyone. Yeah, what was I going to say? It was one last life thing. I can't remember what it was. It was Star Wars related. Oh,
Yeah.
so I finally was convinced to have like a 50th birthday party or whatever,
Oh yeah.
you know? And I was like, okay, but everyone who comes has to have a Star Wars shirt on.
Mhm.
So that's going to be a Star Wars themed birthday
That's
party
cool.
for a 50-year-old man. We
Excellent.
were going to do it at they had these places called Let's Go Build. It's like a Lego store. They do
Oh,
birthday
sweet.
parties.
Yeah.
And I was gonna make my wife call and ask if they could do a birthday party for a 50-year-old.
That would be awesome.
And so
What I wonder how often they get that.
I don't know. They do have drink and build nights on the
Oh,
weekend. So like I
nice.
know they do some adult stuff. I mean, a lot. I don't know any kid that can afford a Lego set. So
Right.
I was looking
Yeah.
at some today and I was like, damn. So
Well, you can't. You have the Death Star. You can't talk about not being able to afford a Lego set.
Oh well, you know the story behind that though. It wasn't
I
like
know
I
the
just shelled
story.
out. I just
Still,
shelled out.
you still can't. You can afford any Lego set. You have that one.
All right, fine. That one and right behind it is the UCS Millennium Falcon. So
Yeah,
pretty
keep claiming
good
you're poor.
collection. Well, not poor, but I have a pretty good collection. But
Yeah.
a lot of I'm like sitting there thinking about like buying them and stuff. I'm like, well, I used a gift card or I got this and then I used
Mhm.
that, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just buy stuff. So, but I wouldn't
It's your
typically
money. Do what you want.
I wouldn't typically just buy $1,000 Lego set
I know.
without permission. We have a limit.
Yeah.
We have to ask permission before we go over.
Yeah. You're not living in a shack, so
No,
you're obviously not wasting all of your money on Lego.
yeah. Give me time. Build a house out of Lego.
All your Social Security money would get onto Lego.
Yes, there we go. I'll find some dead person and use their Social Security, like 50 million people are doing or whatever. But that's a pretty good racket. I like it. So we do have a couple topics tonight, right?
Sure, I think so.
So I wanted to ask you because I totally spaced.
Mhm.
We kind of ran along on our. I'm gonna just give you a heads up right now. I forgot to announce your top for 2025. So next week's episode is me, Charlie, and Bobby from Rebel ScumCon.
Yeah.
Never get to talk just Star Wars with Bobby. It's always
About
Rebel
Rebel
ScumCon.
ScumCon, yeah.
And then I've had these little quips over the last 2 years with them, just these little short conversations. And the man obviously loves Star Wars. So I was like, I just reached out to him. And I was like, hey, do you want to come on and just talk 2025? And he's like, that'd be awesome.
Sweet.
I was like, this is cool. And he's just such a big fan. I think people will really like a lot of his takes.
Awesome.
And he's a positive Star Wars fan. So, but we went real long because we covered
I saw
this whole list,
yeah.
And then we ad-libbed some things in there and just some other stuff and got on some tangents. And
yeah, to be honest, when you sent out your recording schedule for Sunday, I thought there's no way that's gonna work.
Yeah,
you had them back to back, 3 recordings back to back to back. I was like, there's no way that's
gonna. And I got one of them in.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get that there with Jenna. I want to wish Jenna and her family good health. Hopefully all that stuff gets situated. We were supposed to record her, myself, and Jenna is the lady who wrote that article that we loved.
Yep, I remember.
And she's going to come on the show, which is really exciting for us. And then Dusty Bookshelf is coming back. Justin just hasn't worked out yet. We're going to get it though. I'm not giving up on it because we have a really good topic for him. Yeah, I'm really, really excited to bring that to the people, to the listeners and things like that. I just want to talk about it. But yeah, anyway, so pay attention to that. We'll have next week. We'll have our review of 2025, and then the next episode that we'll release, I think in January, will be our 26 predictions and things like that. So, Mike, do you remember what you wrote?
I do. Well, more or less, yeah.
Yeah. So, what were your big takeaways from 2025?
So, when I threw them out there, it was Andor, the end of Andor, the end of the High Republic, and Skeleton Crew. I just threw them out there. Those are my biggest Star Wars takeaways from 2025. Yeah. I mean, who's not going to pick Andor? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Those are some of the bigger things from 2025. So not, not crazy out of there. But as I was thinking about it, like trying to rank it, you know what I mean? Like what was my real favorite? And it's hard not to say Andor because of how successful that show is and what a masterpiece it was. But to me, as I thought more about it, for me, it really is Skeleton Crew, in all honesty, was my top show, top whatever, it's top Star Wars thing in 2025. And if you think about, you know, those two shows, Skeleton Crew and Andor, not a whole lot in common other than the universe, but they take both the shows take a segment of Star Wars and kind of highlight it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all Star Wars is about, I mean, all Star Wars has politics involved, but Andor kind of zooms right in on it and makes it overtly political. It's in
Yeah.
your face. There's no denying that, you know, what that show is about. But if you think about it, so many people, when they talk about Star Wars, they'll still tell you that it's not political at all. They completely miss the political message, or just in comments that they make, you can tell that it's going over their head. They don't recognize that. So I think more people are more in line with what Skeleton Crew brought. Like Skeleton Crew is the heart of what Star Wars is. It's that youthful whimsy. It's the sci-fi fantasy. It's the kids, a kids show, kids off on an adventure. Like to me, it's what really connects with everyone. Be it young, old, in between, whatever. The the things that they highlighted in that show are what really bring a lot of people in. And it's just a shame to me that more people haven't seen that show or aren't
Yeah.
giving that show a chance, aren't seeking it out. I I mean, I don't care what you like about Star Wars. You're going to love that show, I would think. Like you just give it a chance. And that's, I mean, to me, the way that they highlighted the 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 most core things of Star Wars, what most people enjoy, and highlighted that, brought it to the fore. That's to me why Skeleton Crew is my number one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, that's a great answer. Great. I mean, there's no wrong answer, obviously. Um, but yeah, it's a jam-packed year. I mean,
Hmm.
show you that list, but I mean, there is so much that comes out, and it's like the publishing side of things and the little shows and so these
Hmm.
all these different things that come out and yeah, it's pretty jam-packed. And then to think that more is coming,
Yeah.
I know, so I remember how Charlie was like, dang, because she was like, man, it seems like a slow year. And then
Hmm.
like you'll hear it next week. I thought it was a pretty fun talk. It just
Yeah.
kind of flow. We kind of went through just went month by month, and a couple months there was like one big event. We just kind of focus on the big stuff, and
Hmm.
then you get April, you had a bunch of different things. But yeah, overall, pretty good year for that.
Hmm. That's,
Um,
I mean, honestly, that's a nice thing. Is you guys talked about it a little bit on the main show today. I think is you kind of you talked about how there's that big gap between movies. And
yeah,
when you have something like that, when there's not a lot of movies being released, you kind of think, well, Star Wars is gone. It's not here, it's on our face. But when you realize how much Star Wars is now, if you're a Star Wars fan, there's something coming out all the time. Like
yeah.
if you read books, there's, how many books were released last year? At least four,
Oh
right?
my gosh. Oh my god. I
Probably more
mean,
than that.
well, I have Mask of Fear down. There is the High Republic Into the Light, and then let me see. We got Acolyte Wayseeker. We have Trials of the Jedi. We have Acolyte Crystal Crown. We had Bad Batch Sanctuary. We had Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary. Master of Evil, and that's just like the adult ones. There were
Yeah.
more that came out. There
Yeah.
were
So like,
reference guides and things like that as
mhm.
well.
Yeah. So like almost every month there's a book. And every month there's a comic, if not more than one comic.
Yeah.
And the shows and the shows in the movies, obviously they're the highlight. That's what everybody's waiting for. But I mean, there's something all the time. It's out there. Just seek it out and dive in. And we've said it many times. More people need to read.
Yeah, for sure. Whoops, I didn't learn how to spell. Give me a second.
Don't ask me. I can't spell.
So, banner. Folks, if you're out there, I know we got some people over on Instagram. We're also on Facebook Live. We're on obviously YouTube. What was your favorite Star Wars? Whoa, where'd it go? It disappeared on me. Oh, there's like a 10-second. Oh, that's new. Man, they keep putting new stuff on here. I don't necessarily love it. To be honest, I'm not necessarily loving it. Anyways, but
What's your favorite? What's your number one?
I think I talked, if I remember correctly.
Doesn't matter if you do or not. Your
Yeah.
favorite can change day to day.
Yeah,
hour to
I
hour.
think I put the End of the High Republic because it was how important
Yeah.
it was to me. I mean,
Yeah.
that was a long, just emotional, like up and down, all these awesome writers, and just how it just shows you what Lucasfilm is capable of when they put their mind to it.
Mhm.
Gives me hope moving forward that that's what they're doing. That's why we're having the delay of these films. That they're lining themselves up, sort of like what they did for. And Jack says it too. I think Jack or Bobby, I can't remember. It's just like, why don't they get some people, bring in some movie people, and
Mhm.
not necessarily not just Dave and John and
Mhm.
Hidalgo and those guys. Like, bring in some people, like they're gonna be Sean Levy's and
Mhm.
people, and this have them sit down and be like, hey, what should Star Wars be? I don't think that sounds like an awesome idea. Got all these super,
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe movie directors and producers don't have more of an ego than these authors, because these
Yeah.
authors, like, Charles got to take control of the situation, but from everything we've heard, that was a family, man. Like, those people
Yeah.
talked every week during COVID. Every 2 weeks, they still continue. I'm not sure they're doing it anymore. We haven't talked to any of the authors in a while, but every single one of them just said, "Oh yeah, like we had Lydia Kang, and she's a doctor.
Mhm.
For her side job, she's a doctor, a physician, and people would call her and be like, "Hey, what would happen if this happened? Like, what would?" And so she's like, "Oh, explaining it to them so they could get it accurate and stuff like it's just
Yeah.
fun things like that and how close they all
Mhm.
are." But yeah, for me, I've never really been part of a journey quite that long
Mhm.
as far as books are concerned. But I was hooked,
Yeah.
and there weren't many books, if any, that I was like, well, I didn't really like that.
Right.
Like, I found stuff that I liked about it, the characters and things, people dying and whatever. But that was like my longest, probably. There's 30 books involved. It's not all of
Mhm.
them. And so I think I've read probably 27, because there's a couple of little tiny ones. I don't know if they count those or not, but I've read every single book that was like
Yeah.
in the main phases. So yeah, so I picked the High Republic. I just wish that people would give those a chance. So I
Yeah.
give a little plug
Well,
for it at the end.
yeah. Well, Jimmy and I talked before this, and we do have an idea to maybe highlight some of the High Republic stuff upcoming in this, in this space at some point. But we want to do it right and really present it in a nice way. So if you guys are interested in the High Republic, you want to know more before you crack a book, keep watching. We're eventually going to get around to that. Going to highlight some of the characters and talk about the stories and whatnot in the High Republic, and what we'd like to see. But yeah, just keep tuning in, keep watching. We'll
Yeah, I do know we have a comic coming that's going to be an original Pathfinder. They're calling it Phase More because it's the first one we've got since everything ended. But
yeah.
it's going to take place during Phase 2 of the Pathfinders, where there's people going out and doing these adventures. And what I would think would be hell of a television show. It could be a
Yeah.
weekly adventure show. It
Yep.
could be. I mean, it's basically Star Trek. I mean, it really
Hmm.
is. They're going out and they're finding they're
Yeah.
encountering new
Creature of
species
the week kind of
and
stuff.
it's
Yeah.
a new bad guy, or
Hmm.
have an overall theme going on. Like, you could do so
Yep.
much with it, and it doesn't have to be a Jedi that anybody knows. It can be,
Yep.
there's a lot of potential for it. So I hope that, and I think that's what they need to do. They need to get out in front of people's eyes on
Yeah.
either animated or live action, and then I think they would have a resurgence or renaissance of the reading
Hmm.
of books and things like that. But anyway, so that was my number one. Is super important. Lots of great things. Going to Japan, um, stuff like that was really amazing. You know, Rebel Scum Con, super fun, just a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
So my frustration with not getting a 10th anniversary of The Force Awakens was kind of like when I sit there, I'm like, oh, okay, well, they did a lot. So
they did. You speak of Japan. I think it's so funny, like the lead up to Japan, how excited you guys really were, and Jack, like none of you had been to Japan, right? No,
none of us had been.
It was like this once in a lifetime opportunity. Y'all go to Japan, you have a great time, celebration's amazing. And then the end, like what was it, last month, Jack gets to go back to Japan again.
Yeah. He went back.
The once in a lifetime thing he does twice in the same year.
In fairness,
the second time wasn't Star Wars related, but still.
No, it was personal. I thought that Chicago celebration would be my last one. Like, bucket list, check.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've been to every one since.
You're an addict.
They've been, and I honestly, like, the more people you get to know, the more fun they are. Like, in them themselves, they can be really, really awesome or really, really terrible. I've had every experience.
Yeah.
But I talk about that in the show next week too. So
I've talked about it before, like how I'm not a big fan of big crowds and stuff like that. I really don't want to go to a con just to get autographs and things like that. But there is, like, we've met a lot of really cool people through doing this, and to have that opportunity to catch up with all those people and see them in person, and that's the highlight of it. If I can make it to a con, I think that's going to be the big deal for me. It's
the best part is hanging out, talking Star Wars with people. Come to find out that some really big podcasters and YouTubers don't know anything about Star Wars, but it's fine. Whatever. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but it really frustrated me last time.
It's okay.
But yeah. So anyways, So there's 2025, folks. Look for that next week. We have that coming out. And then now let's talk. Mike, you found this article. Let me see if I can find it. I have it up here. In Yardbarker. That's a new one.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Yardbarker. So I'm going to close this tab. And it's written by Jeff Delio. But he says 25 underrated characters. We're not going to do all 25 because we're
not today.
Just kind of go through them and be like, no, whatever. The daunting task to pick just 25 underappreciated characters amid the 11 feature Star Wars franchise films, beginning with the original trilogy, and then it goes all the way through to The Rise of Skywalker, Rogue One, and Solo. Yet here it is. Feel free to agree or disagree when it comes to Star Wars. Opinions are passionate and aplenty. Enjoy. So let me share this screen real quick, and we'll just kind of go through them. And I don't want to we'll see. Let me see. Share. 25.
Yeah, I like delving into these sort of things where, it's like going through the the Star Wars data bank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you listen to Force Center, they did a series for a long time called Data Bank Brawl, where they pick characters from the data bank and make up stories about them. And it's fun to especially delve into these side characters and stuff like that, and just think about what could have been, or what stories could you tell about them and things like that. It's always fun to dig into this sort of stuff.
Yeah, no, it's a good time. So also, folks out there, let us know who, if we don't say your character or whatever, give us a heads up of who you think is most underrated, or if you agree or disagree with any of these. Biggs Darklighter, I mean,
great mustache.
I mean, he'd fit right in these days. He fit in the 70s, and he fit in he fits in, now. So
the stash is having a resurgence.
Yes, it is. I wish it wouldn't, but it is. I did that a couple years ago for my Ted Lasso. Get the troops rallied to win our I think fifth or sixth league title. I shaved, shaved off the beard and went with a stash, and man, I regret that. Photos out there, but anyways, so we have a friend of Luke Skywalker's back on Tatooine. Biggs was similar to his pal. In the sense, he too wanted to leave the desolate planet and become a great fighter pilot. Unlike Luke, Biggs managed to attend the Imperial Academy, but was turned off by the Empire's beliefs. He eventually hooked up with the rebellion and was reunited with Luke at Yavin 4's Rebel base shortly before the attack on the Death Star at New Hope. Sadly, Biggs did not survive the mission, but he meant much to Luke. That's something that I wish they would explore more, is that like Luke Skywalker was going to join the Imperial Academy.
Yeah.
Like they all wanted to go off and join the academy. And I think people sometimes forget that they were all going to go join the Empire. If Luke Skywalker was going to go join the Empire, and I mean, wouldn't it have been nuts? He like this great pilot, he ends up like flying for Darth Vader or something.
Yeah,
you know, I mean? That would have been a story, wouldn't it?
If Owen wasn't such a hard ass, Luke would have been a fighter pilot in a not in an X-wing, but in a TIE fighter. Yeah.
So,
but yeah, there's a bit of additional Biggs Darklighter storytelling, wasn't there? Didn't he make an appearance in Rebels, or was that
I think that's Wedge.
That's Wedge. That's right.
I was thinking the same thing too. I was like, oh, which one was it? But I think it ends up being Wedge.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, there's quite a bit of additional storytelling with Wedge. But
yeah, that's in Rebels, right? Yeah, because they go
Rebels, and then and then he's in the Aftermath books, right?
Yes, he is. Yeah. He's in the Aftermath books.
Yeah.
He ends up getting with Snap Wexley's mom, who's an awesome character. I wish I could. Her name has slipped my. She's one of my top female Star Wars characters or pilots.
It's like Maria or something like that. But I can't remember.
Yeah, Jack says Wedge.
Yeah, some more Biggs storytelling would be great. I mean, how can you go wrong? Any of these fighter pilot, following them, doing that. There was that show that was gonna, I forget what her name was gonna do a Rebel pilot show.
Oh yeah. Supposedly it's still
Rogue Squadron or whatever.
Yeah, Rogue Squadron. Patty Jenkins.
Yes. Yeah, that would have been great. And maybe at some point we'll get that. But
I mean, is he underrated though? Like, is he underappreciated? I don't know.
I mean, not for hardcore Star Wars fans. We all love us some Biggs, but
yeah. I guess. Now this guy, he got his due, I think. R5D4. In case of poor R5D4, it matters that what could have been had he been proper working. Oh, see, this guy has not read.
Yep. From another point of view.
Yeah, from a certain point of view. R5D4 is a hero.
Yes.
The level of Cassian Andor for the rebellion. That guy blows his own motivator. So that's this guy needs to read a little bit more, maybe do a little bit more research on his characters.
Yep.
But R5D4 hero.
Absolutely.
I guess that, if you didn't know those books existed, which I'm sure lots of people don't.
A lot of people don't. Those books are so interesting, though. Like
some of those stories are so good, and then some of them is like, what is happening?
Right. But I mean, if you have a chance, if you can get it on Audible or sometimes you can get them. Like I get a lot of stuff from my local library. I forget what the app's called, but you get, you have access to their library and you can listen to them. And there's just snippets, short stories. So they're easy to digest, listen to one or two here and there. But you're not investing anything if one of them is bad. You know what I mean? It's like,
you can just move on and next.
But so many of them are so good. Like just looking at it from a different point of view.
I think this character is probably like, because this was from the very first one from the Star Wars version, because they did an Empires one and they did a Return of the Jedi one. I mean, this is the whole reason they do this, is to give R5D4 his moment in the spotlight for sacrificing himself for the rebellion. What a hero, man.
Yes.
What a hero.
He is a great hero.
So, depending on what kind of, what level of fandom you're at, I'm not going to say like what kind of fan you are, but what level you're at. I get it. He could be underappreciated.
Yeah.
Zori Bliss, Kerry Russell, she had her moments.
How could you not want more Zori Bliss? Just a cool looking character, a great actress. What was the relationship between those two? There's a story there.
Yeah,
Just
I
the story between those two, like, would be so great.
feel like there's something coming from that. Maybe it's in the
Mm,
comics. But yeah, I mean, I know that there was a comic book run where her mom was
mhm.
involved, and they also have those helmets. I'm not sure what the why they have those helmets, but
Yeah.
so yeah. I mean, I guess she's underrated. Baru Lars. Um, I mean, I would say she was underrated until the um.
She's not undercooked. Ah!
No, no way, folks. Man, that's actually pretty funny. Not undercooked, that's for sure. Maybe underappreciated, but not undercooked. Yowzers. She's probably a little overdone, if you ask
Maybe.
Luke. Oh man, damn, that's brutal.
They I mentioned Databank Brawl earlier. They did a fight between Baru and actually it was in one of their they did a tournament thing and Baru won her first fight and went on to fight somebody else. But I can't remember exactly who it was, but if you listen to uh Force Center, dive into their back catalog. There's some additional storytelling about Baru. It may not be canon, but you know,
Yeah. I thought she was impressive in Kenobi when they decided to
yeah,
stand up to Reva, having really no chance whatsoever to do that. So I think she's probably underestimated or appreciated until then.
yeah.
We got to see that. So
Hmm.
Tusken Raiders, how they make this list? Not that we condone violence, but when it comes to a species of troublemakers within the Star Wars universe, and beyond, the Tusken Raiders, aka Sand People, are highly entertaining, roaming the various desolate regions of Tatooine. The Tusken Raiders seem like a ragtag bunch of deviants who layer their clothing and make menacingly loud grunts and growls while they prowl. As we'll see later on in this list, Sand People actually are responsible for the more heinous murders of the Star Wars franchise. Okay.
Yeah, but
Um,
there's plenty of additional storytelling with the Sand People. I mean, the Boba Fett, really gets into the Sand People society and whatnot, and then once again, from a certain point of view, there's they get into some additional storytelling. So yeah, I wouldn't say they're I don't know. I wouldn't say they're unappreciated. I say there's some storytelling out there for them.
yeah, I mean, Book of Boba Fett, right? Like,
Hmm.
so yeah, I feel like we're going down one of those paths where I may or may not say something mean, and I don't want to say it backfires because we have a new friend in Josh.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
Generation X Wing says saw Nine Nub and immediately got curious. He's def underrated. Yeah, he's lower
Yeah.
on this list. Kitster should be number one. Read that with Anakin briefly and Attack of the Clones. Maybe we'll see Kitster in Galactic Pod Racer. What do you guys think?
Maybe.
They show up. He's like a grizzled old vet, like
Hmm.
manager or something, pod racing manager. Jack says this list is killing me. We've gone from characters to a species now. Bad Jack. Yeah, I would agree, Jackie boy.
Yeah.
I think we've gone a little off the rails, and the Negroes agree with X. Yeah, I think we're gonna get to 9 because I think he's one of the reasons I was like, oh yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
The Max Rebo experience. Max Rebo was a blue skinned, kind of baby elephant looking leader of the
Hmm.
realm. This guy should have looked up character species and things. I mean, I might reach out to Yardbarker and ask him if I can start writing nonsense. So, because I can do that real easy. If I don't have to research anything and just make stuff up, I'll be all right.
Hmm.
Um, underrated, like he shows back up in Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah. I got to be honest. I'm not interested in the Max Rebo backstory. I don't need more Max really.
All right, that's fair. Admiral Piet. Now, I would like some more stuff on Piet and
Hmm.
oh, what's the guy? Okay, folks, help me out. The admiral that's on the Death Star at the end of Return of the Jedi, who technically in the book saves a lot of people because they wanted them to blow up.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
so,
I don't know. All these Imperial officers are all the same.
whoa, there are people that would be
No,
really
I mean,
yes, it would.
there are some that maybe stand out a little bit more than the others, but I th- they're all a bunch of bootlickers. You know what I mean? Like very few of the Imperial officers really stand out as, they're not dynamic. They haven't they're not great tacticians, or you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they haven't made their way. They haven't earned their way. They just, kiss the right butt and bow down to the right people.
They
And
backstab their friends on the way to the
hmm
top, and they're so ruthless with each other. Yeah.
yeah,
Um, Jack says Max has a good backstory on the point of view, but with Mike, he plays keyboard. That's enough for me. Yeah.
yeah, buddy.
All right. I can get behind that as well. Rose and Paige Tico.
Mm,
I mean, Paige sacrifices herself for the rebellion.
yeah.
She blows herself up to drop that juggernaut ship.
hmm
I think that's Poe's responsibility. Like I mean, it shouldn't even been out there. I don't think,
Right.
but uh,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing more of her story, like whatever, it's fine. But Rose for sure got a raw deal, man.
yeah, she got attacked. I think. Like I
hmm
feel like she got more attacked than I mean, and then
It's
she gets kind of written out of the third
yeah,
book.
it
I mean,
is
the third
so
movie.
jarring when you watch those two movies to see like she is a focus in one, and then in the third or the last one, it's not like she's just in the background. And I you can see it in her acting that she's like, "Ugh, this
Pissed.
sucks." Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
almost an FU after every line.
Yeah, I think Generation X Wing podcast says is Rose underrated when she wasn't much of the movie. I think that I would assume that they're talking about mostly the Rise of Skywalker because she's in it. Like she could have easily been in that journey with Finn. Like they could have
hmm
easily just left her be
Yep.
in there, and she's at the beginning when she's no, I got to stay here, and then she shows up on the deck of on Exegol, and I think that's all
Yeah.
she really gets to do, and I think she
Yeah.
gets a high
It's a
five at the end.
travesty.
Yeah,
hmm
it goes from being a main character to nothing. I'm sure
Yeah.
she got paid, so Kelly Marie Tran did, but yeah, I mean, I feel like she's pretty front and center. Even if I didn't really super love the journey they went on, I would agree that she wasn't underrated until um,
Yeah.
Jack says Rose should not even be on the list. Nothing against her as actor, but as an actor, but a pointless character. Well, yeah, I mean, lots of people feel strongly about her one way or the other. Bail Organa, I don't think he's underappreciated. Do you?
No, Bale has so much storytelling. Like he was recast in Andor. He's all through the Clone Wars. He's like,
Clone Wars, Rebels, he's in. I
yeah,
think
Kenobi.
Kenobi.
Like,
He's in a lot of the
there's,
books. He's in
yeah.
Andor season 2. I mean, there's
I don't think there's anything I really don't know about Bale. You know what I mean? Like, there's no, you know what that character is. You know who he is. They've explored his story. I mean, I don't need a Bale Organa movie. I think I got it. I think he's gotten plenty of due.
I don't think he's underappreciated, like especially after Kenobi. Like I
Yeah.
appreciate him a little bit more for what a good dad he was
Mm-hmm.
and good
Mm-hmm.
leader and responsible for. Yeah. So yeah, we'll move on. Greedo, I don't underrated. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I suppose you could tell a decent story about the guy, maybe, but do we need that?
Yeah, I mean, not every character can be appreciated like that. They're called side
No.
characters for a reason. I
hmm
mean, he gets blasted. He was gonna
Yeah, he's
steal.
he's there to show us what kind of a man Han Solo is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will say that L337 is underrated. She's
hmm
hilarious. I
hmm
know people didn't like some of the stuff, but if you just give that droid a chance,
Yeah,
the weird stuff
she's.
with Lando, that is a little odd to me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's awesome though. It's
I love Solo, but yeah, I mean her chats with Amelia Clark with Kira, she goes,
hmm
"Oh, it's possible," like she's awesome.
Yep,
All this stuff. Like, I mean, I
such an
think that,
interesting droid.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's still with us. Like I
hmm
think that Phoebe Waller-Bridge did a great job voicing and acting out L337, and then the fact that she is the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah,
I mean, she is. She's the Falcon, you know.
Yep.
And
yeah, I think exploring a story about L337 anymore runs the risk of minimizing or making a mistake with the character. Like, I don't know, just changing your perception. I think we've got. I mean,
just what we need.
I'd love more of it, but yeah, I think we got just what we need.
Yeah, no, I agree. Let me see if there's anything over here. Oh, Sam in the City. Sorry, Sam in the City. I just saw that you messaged us. It's hard for me. I need a third screen.
You can barely handle the two you have.
You can barely handle the two, but maybe three I'd be better at,
Sure.
Apparently Patty's film is still happening, she says. That's exciting. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Appreciate that. We'll follow you back here once the show is over. Sam in the City 79. We appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, that Patty Jenkins stuff probably going down. So
cool.
Where we're at. I gotta bounce back here. I have an extra one open. Okay. Lobot. I
don't know.
He gets a lot of play in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a lot of stuff. He gets a lot of attention. Gets to do a lot more.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
A character can't be loved. I mean, can be loved, but it can't be.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to bring that actor back to reimagine Lobot or anything like. I don't know.
Yeah,
he's cool, but yeah, I don't think we need to delve into Lobot all that much. And like you said, he's been. There is more storytelling that has him in it. I think he's in wasn't he in some cartoon at some point too? I don't remember which one. I don't know.
Maybe on one of the animated, but I know for a fact that he's in. Lando's big part of the Marvel main run, the last one, not this latest one, the one in between Empire and Return of the Jedi, and Lobot's with him in a bunch of things, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
So.
I think if we had a Lando story and Lobot's more involved, I'm fine with that. But I don't need a Lobot standalone.
Yeah, you don't want a Lobot standalone. All right, Supreme Leader Snoke, an eerily delicious evil figure featured in The Force Awakens and Last Jedi. Also one of the more intriguing characters within the fictional world of Star Wars. They mastered the dark side of the Force. Snoke, Andy Serkis, was the Supreme Leader of the First Order, even though he wasn't a human, but rather an artificial being created by Emperor Palpatine. And used to run was essentially a puppet regime. Of course, Snoke is the main reason Ben Solo became Kylo Ren. So yeah, he's a pretty important figure and deserves more props. Okay.
I would be all right with learning more about Snoke and seeing like his backstory and whatnot and how he came to be or whatever, because it's kind of like the Emperor. When we just had the 3 movies, the Emperor was just, bad guy. But as we got the prequels and we got, the whole story in the Clone Wars, you saw Palpatine's rise, from start to finish. You learned so much more about Palpatine and really fleshed out that character. He wasn't just a screaming madman. So to have more something like that with Snoke would be pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with Generation X-Wing podcast here. We get a little snippet of it in the Kylo Ren. There's a 5-issue run of Kylo Ren. But yeah, I would definitely, like you said, there's a lot of story there to be told, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you think that it takes away that he was created for this position? Is there a backstory there? Or is he just, I don't know. I guess that's stuff
that could be. Right? How was he? Was he created? Was he cloned and grew up to? You know what I mean? Or was he created as he is? You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't think we know. So that storytelling could go anywhere. Just because he's created, he could still be. All the clones were created, but they all have a different backstory, and
we love the clones. So that's
absolutely.
Point, yeah. He's in the Bad Batch. Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. What made him? Yeah, I think Yeah, I think there's more there. I would say this might be the first one. I'm like, yeah, okay, we
Yeah.
need more of this guy. Like, it would be good. But again, this is what happens when you don't plan things out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else to say to Disney, Lucasfilm. Like, you can do it in the Force Awakens. Maybe hire Michael Saclane from publishing to run the movies and stuff because he did a real good job with the Force Away or with the High Republic. So,
Yep.
Bodhi Rook, he's the pilot. So this guy makes me mad though. Riz Ahmed, I was supposed to get his autograph in Chicago, and he just flaked out apparently.
Yeah.
So that made me mad.
Yeah.
But I'm, unless there's something that came up, then I don't. Then I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
If he just flaked like we were told, then I'm mad. Yeah. But otherwise, anyways,
Yeah. Bodhi's cool. I mean, I
think we got
it's
enough.
another one of those. Maybe there's a story there. I'm sure. I mean, a good writer can make anything. But yeah, I could take it or leave it.
We're going. That's who we need a story for. The Borgolets. I want to know more about that creepy thing.
Why not?
Yeah, sitting there with his octopus arms all like reaching, just sucking on his brain or whatever the heck he was doing. That'd be messed up. First off, getting your like brain read would be terrifying, but when something that looks like Borgollet comes and does it, I'd probably pee my pants a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I feel like we got what we needed. He joined the Empire. He was mad about it. He joins the good guys and he dies in the process. He's a hero, much like Mike delivering the mail.
That's right.
So there you go. Jack says, have a good rest of the show. He's got a dip. Bye, Jackie boy.
See you, buddy.
See you, man.
I'm going to kick your butt in fantasy this weekend.
For what?
Count Dooku. What? Why? This is another one. There's plenty of storytelling for Count Dooku. Tales of the Empire. It tells its whole story.
Dooku Jedi Lost. It's a lot about him. A lot of Asajj in there, though, but it's a lot about him. He's also in, you said Tales. Tales of series. He kind of gets screwed in that. Like, I can kind of see what it kind of like pushed, and Mace Windu's doing the pushing. And there's another one, too, he's a part of. Dark Disciple. He's big. He's part in Dark Disciple as well.
Yeah. I mean, he's absolutely a great character, but there's plenty of storytelling. I think we've got the picture of Count Dooku.
Jedi Knights, there is the stuff that finally that weeds itself out, and it kind of comes down to Dooku screwing things up. So, but yeah, so I think there's plenty of Dooku stuff there. Here we go. Nine Nub.
I
mean, this guy, he says it here. Nine can be seen piloting an X-Wing fighter in the battles of Starkiller Base, Crate, Exegol. He says Nub gave his life for the Resistance to succeed, but he will always be remembered for his combat expertise overall. See, I didn't think he died, and now, of course, his famously in with Lando in the Return of the Jedi is this co-pilot. I'm gonna look this up real quick.
As we're looking at 9 here, I think it would be really interesting a exercise in storytelling to take a character like Nine Nub and not find some way to give him a voice, that, some miracle that like it's translated or, whatever, that he just suddenly speaks English. Make a compelling movie where he speaks his language, doesn't speak basic or anything like that. Find some way to make him the main character of a movie, but don't, you know what I mean? That would be an interesting storytelling exercise,
I'm here for it.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
It does say he died in 35 ABY on the Tantive on Exegol, but I remember seeing somebody saying something like, and I think that I'm gonna bring up Generation X here real quick. If you don't see the body, he ain't dead. So I have pretty sure, I don't remember if someone asked JJ or if someone asked who was the guy that wrote on that movie. I can't even think of names right now. I should just have a list of important Star Wars names. Man, I wish I could think of it. But anyways, like they asked one of them and like, oh, well, who we don't know, but it says here that he died. So that's sad. Poor little hero of rebellion.
I have to check the data. Did you check? You look it up in the data bank that
I'm
says what
looking
he
up
said.
Star Wars, Wikipedia on canon, and it says he died.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I trust that too. Yeah, well.
So
yeah, with Maul, we did see the body.
Yeah,
And he's back.
He's back.
Yeah. Nine Nubs can come back with spider legs. Why not?
Why not? That'd be cool. He'd be taller. Short little Soliston.
Yeah.
Mike Quinn, the actor, always. Yeah, of course he does. He wants to come back. Mike Quinn's a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
But I always just remember the laugh. He's like, so. But yeah, I remember seeing him in The Force Awakens. Like, oh, not Force Awakens, The Rise of Skywalker, and the Battle of Mexico. I was like, oh,
yeah, there he is.
Yeah, so that's fun.
Rebel till the end.
Yeah, I think this might be an underrated character then.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you there.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to fly through these Jyn young Jyn Erso. Can we just skip this one?
That's if do a young Jyn Erso, I think it's going to be more of a movie about
her growing up. You mean?
Yeah, but it'd be more of a movie about Saw. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd be here for that though.
Yeah, I'd be all right with it. I mean,
I would
see more of that crazy fool.
What? Yeah, like I know we got a little bit of him being addicted to a gas huffing hippie, but I would love to see him.
He's out of his mind. Yep, there's so much more to explore with that character.
Yeah,
it'd be fun. And if young Jyn Erso is involved, that's great.
Yeah, if they would make that, they'd have to make that. Like she'd have to be involved. And that'd be a great way to tell that story is through a young Jyn.
Yeah,
tough to find a kid that can act well enough to carry the story the whole time. I mean, you don't land. I mean, I know
Star Wars finds a lot of good kids.
Yeah. Finn,
this is insane. Like, Finn is not underrated.
He
got screwed.
He got screwed, but
he really got screwed. But it plays a big part in 3 movies. He's not an underrated character.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would love to have seen his story go in a different direction, but it is what it is.
That's what Generation says as well. Finn's character deserved better, but not underrated. Yeah.
Yep.
I think there's still time to set things right if they really want to. They can get him back.
Mm-hmm.
Qui-Gon Jinn underrated? What? It was this guy. Like, I don't want to be too mean, but come on, Jeff.
Yeah, there's lots of Qui-Gon storytelling. He's not underrated. He's a hero to a lot of people.
Don't think the author understands. Yeah, underrated, underappreciated. Like, no, and there's so much about him and stuff that I just think.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, unexplained stories might be a better like. Hey, who needs more backstory? Like that would have probably been a better title for this article. And I mean, most of these characters, I could say, you could probably more backstory would be all right on some of them, not all of them.
You know, it is true that some authors don't get to pick their headline. You know what I mean? Like sometimes that's changed for them because they want something that's a little more catchy. And this, I mean, it did the job. It got us looking at this, but you're right, it doesn't fit the.
Yeah, I mean, this guy. I mean, I think it's crazy talk, but Shmi Skywalker, I don't think she's underrated at all or underappreciated.
No.
And also, our friend TR does a fantastic cosplay of Shmi. So, she's a hero. She sent her son off to, I don't know. I don't think she's underrated, but
no.
Mon Mothma, what? What?
There's this great show, dude. It's called Andor. She's a main character. Her story gets pretty fully explored. Oh, dude, cosplays is 9.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
How do you have the head? Like, what is that made out of? Like, because his little flibber jib, flappies. I don't know. I'm sure the technical team, Generation X-Wing podcast is probably so pissed right now that I just called them flappies. But his jowl.
I said flappies.
Yeah, you said flappies. Be mad at Mike, not me. But yeah, what is that? 3D. Okay, what does he say? 3D printed and dude. I'm gonna have to. Is that your handle on Instagram? Generation X-Wing. I gotta look that up. That'll be sweet.
Yeah.
has a movable mouth and voice box. Dude,
Oh, sweet.
that's awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give this guy a follow. Check
Yeah,
out his
that's
stuff.
I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna go and stalk his
Yeah, I want to
pictures
see that.
now. So, Mon Mothma, I think you were just
Yes,
torching this
just
guy.
just stupid.
A
Like,
tiny little indie show they called. They barely spent
yeah,
any money on it.
right.
Andor, I think. She's in like every book. She's
Uh-huh.
in Rebels. She's in Ahsoka. She's in. I mean, like what? Stop!
That just
Stop it!
dumb.
Stop!
Just dumb.
Stop it right now, sir. Good day. Good afternoon. If you've seen Spirited, you would know that that's not a very nice thing to say to people. Good afternoon.
Now, this one, General Grievous, not underrated, not underutilized, but
Under.
I would love to see more storytelling.
Oh,
I
I
think we've
want.
both talked about, his
Yes.
origin. Like, give me his origin story.
There's a fan film out there that just came out. It's good for AI, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't really want to support.
me neither.
Um,
It's nice that people can find a way to express themselves, but I don't know. AI is just stealing other people's stuff, and I'm not for it.
Generation X one says Facebook as well. Yeah, we'll check you out, man. I want to see this. This is good stuff. Grievous,
Yeah,
though, I have seen a cosplay of Grievous. It's pretty awesome.
yeah,
So the guy's like behind it, I think, and he's like walking.
yeah.
So that's pretty
Cool.
cool. But yeah, I would love a movie
Mm,
about General Grievous. Like,
yeah.
you don't even have to I think that because they're a Planet of the Warriors. I know there's legend stuff out there.
Hmm.
I don't think there's anything canon wise out there. But I got to
There's
meet Matthew
certainly,
Wood. I think I got my is he up there? I think my General Grievous got signed by the voice actor Matthew Wood, who was
cool.
pretty cool. He's actually just like a technician,
Yeah,
sound technician who just got to do the voice.
got a
And
good voice.
now he's General Grievous. But yeah, again, I think
Yeah, there's certainly lots of storytelling out there. He's in lots of things, but yeah, it'd be nice to get his origin a little bit more.
Wedge.
We already
I
talked about
mean,
Wedge earlier.
yeah, I don't think he's underappreciated by I don't want to say real Star Wars fans. That's not really a fair thing to see. But, you know what I mean? Like Star Wars
Yeah,
fans that are more into it, I think.
yeah. He's a huge character in 3 novels. Like,
Yeah, I mean, he's doing things and he's I would be cool to um maybe get a book about him, like just his journey through things, like
yeah,
him and all the like him in like what's he's doing. Picture this. So we get him in Rebels, right? They rescue him in Rebels. The book starts
hmm
there. He comes back. He joins the rebellion, and it kind of follows him through the trilogy. And then
hmm
maybe there's a gap, or there's like whatever, and then what brings him out of retirement for. I think that would be cool.
after
Like,
that.
I'd be
Yeah.
down for that if he ended up being a good, like they write it well and they
hmm
flesh it out and give him some, because I mean he probably has lots of adventures as
Yeah.
leading these, being a platoon leader or whatever,
hmm
wing commander, whatever you want to call him. Dennis Lawson was phenomenal to meet at Rebel Scum Con. What a gentleman, a real ladies man too. I'm just gonna say that. So, but yeah. So I'll just say that if you were there, if you know, you know. In the early years, he was definition of
hmm
underappreciated. Maybe not know so much more. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's gotten some play and got plugged in places, but I definitely would be interested in a book series about him that like
Yeah.
kind of weaves his story in and out of the stuff that we've seen. I think that'd be
Yeah. That
cool.
would be could
That'd
Yeah,
be
it
fun.
would be.
I could get
But
behind that thing.
the Generation X Wing is totally right, though. This is probably that first character when conversation about the original trilogy and what characters would you like to see more. This is the first one that got plucked out and given more. He's totally right about that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point. I wish Jack was still Stormtroopers.
This is just nonsense.
I don't even understand.
I don't,
What? I'm gonna read this. Sure, these foot soldiers of the Galactic Empire had the worst aim of any fighters, perhaps in the history of action, wartime cinema, real or fiction. They also don't seem too bright. They're easily swayed by the ways of the Force. They always seem to be duped by any faction of rebellion or resistance, and it's hard to move in those bulky uniforms. That said, when it comes to the look and style of stormtroopers, they really aren't many cooler bad guys than this, our preference being the uniforms from the original trilogy. Come on, how many baby boomers and Gen Xers went as a stormtrooper for Halloween at some point? Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a cool cosplay, but I don't know. This is just silly.
stormtroopers. This is officially for Clicks and Baby.
Yeah.
They're yeah,
This is
iconic. I mean, I'm not a cosplayer, but I still want this gear.
yeah.
Like, I'd love to be a stormtrooper. Just to wear it once, I'll be like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, I don't want to be a stormtrooper, but to have the armor, to dress up as one would be
Get the
fun.
bucket at least,
Yeah, it'd be fun.
That'd be pretty fun. This is a weird. This last one.
This is number 2 too. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
second most. C3PO.
what?
Yes, C3PO, brilliantly played and voiced by Anthony Daniels, is one of the most beloved characters in sci-fi. Wait, what? However, his humanoid cyborg-like robot never seemed to get the credit he probably deserves. He endured quite a bit of adversity during the 9 Star Wars-related movies. He was shot at often, even hit a few times, and attacked, battered by the Tusken Raiders and the Empire. C3PO came across as annoying because he wouldn't stop talking and was often rudely treated by his best pal R2-D2, not to mention Han Solo, who stole 3PO's thunder more than on one occasion. However, when it came down to it, there might not have been a more loyal and important companion and friend to the rebellion than C3PO. Okay.
Insane. This is your number 1. He's in every movie. He's in all throughout the Clone Wars TV show. He's in everything. Like, what more do you want from C3PO?
Yeah, I don't know what else they want him to do. I think people give him credit. I mean, most people say that the story is basically being told from his point of view, R2's point of view. Like, I don't know. Jeff Mel's I'm not going to try to butcher this poor guy's last name. Chicago native, and written about sports, entertainment, pop culture for part. And I will, in fairness, this is not a nerd comic book. This is like an entertainment and sports. Yeah. So, I mean, this is probably just for like the casual fan.
I guess.
Read this, I guess. I don't know. I've never heard of Yard Barker until today.
Yeah.
Or the other day when you sent me this list, but yeah.
Yeah. I'll say, like, there's some characters on here that spawn conversation and, we do want more from, but for the most part, I don't know why half of these people are on this list.
Yeah, it was weird, man. So I don't know. I don't get it.
It's fun talk though.
Yeah, it's good times. I generation. Remember Finn was a stormtrooper. LOL. Yeah, we don't support A. Yeah, me neither. Hello, hell no, Mon Mothma. Have you seen Andor? This is Sam in the City. Sorry, I'm just kind of reading these out loud. She also says, Sam in the City also says, I think we're talking about the difference between underrated and underexplored.
Yeah.
She also says Finn and Rose were unfortunate casualties of a disjointed story arc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think they just got swept because I mean, even Finn gets kind of, he gets kind of toasted at the end there. Yeah, Sam in the City. Those are awesome points. Sorry, sometimes I forget to flip back and forth to Instagram. Yeah. Hell no, Mon Mothma. Have you seen Andor? Yeah, I think that's what you and Mike both were like. What? We don't support AI yet. Not here either. Remember, Finn was a stormtrooper. Yeah. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Is there anything like anyone you can think of like underrated or underappreciated? Like, I mean, you put Beru Lars on there, but you don't put Owen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. We've talked about it before. We've explored it. There's lots of little characters. As you go through the data bank, there's so many out there that you can take it in so many different directions and build off of these. But yeah, I mean, some of these are just nonsense.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Generation X-Wing podcast. Thank you for joining us and participating. It's a fun time. I'm going to check out your Instagram and Facebook. Though I'm going to see these 9-nub.
Yeah,
see this cosplay. That's pretty awesome. And Sam in the City, thanks for the follow over there. Appreciate that. We will be taking a break next Tuesday, I think.
I think so.
I think that's what we decided. Laura Santeca, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So it would be the Santecas get flushed out a little bit in the High Republic, but it would be more because even in the Shadows of the Sith, he doesn't get a lot of play. He just is there.
Yeah.
So that would be all right. But yeah, we're gonna take next Tuesday off, and I think we'll be back that first week in January. Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
plan. So just want to wish Mike, I want to wish you and your family happy holidays and a happy New Year.
You as well, sir.
50's creeping closer and closer. Just a reminder. I know you're old. They're
right.
So, and I want to wish all of our listeners and followers and things like that happy, safe holidays, happy and safe New Year's. 2026 is going to be a great Star Wars year. Wait, what? Sam in the City. I was the first female stormtrooper and X-Wing pilot in 9. What?
What?
This is that Sam in the City.
Wow.
I know you. That's so cool. You should come on.
We have some really cool people.
That. That's awesome. That's so
Sweet.
cool. We need to chat, Sam in the City. That's awesome.
This is the best part of this is the interaction and meeting new people.
Yeah.
I love it. It's over the past few weeks.
I had no idea that's what I was talking to. That's awesome. Oh, she says yes, awesome. Yeah, I'll reach out. We'll chat, man. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. So, over the past few weeks, we found some new, cool fans and new people to follow and
new friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, best part of it, 2025, just the circle of Explore the Force. And I don't want to say when I think of it that way, it sounds kind of conceited, but like our circle is growing as far as the people that we know and we're part of their lives and they're part of our lives. And again, and I was wrapping Xmas presents and saw you were like, oh, hey, sweet. I hope you got some good stuff in there. Let's chat after the holidays. Would love to talk to you. But yeah, that's awesome. Have a great holiday. But yeah, like Mike said, like you said, Mike, like just the expansion of like just getting to meet people. And, I was just thinking about like, seriously start like, I haven't talked to Chris in a long time. Like I need to reach out, you know what I mean? Like you're getting to the point now where like, everyone's doing their own thing and kind of whatever. And that's just awesome. So I need to let you get to bed, I think.
Yeah, I do need to get to bed.
Santa's little helper needs to get to bed, folks.
I do. It's so much fun. I mean, one of the greatest things about 2025 is getting to hang out with you every week and spending this time. It's like you said, it's fun meeting all these new people and interacting with these people and, getting new followers and people to follow on Instagram and check out cool stuff. But I've said it before. I do this if it's just me and you talking to nobody. It's fun.
Awesome. So, all right, folks. Again, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, whatever you don't celebrate. Happy New Year. We'll see you guys in 2026. And
happy Festivus. Go air those grievances.
Yes, we have spoken for the last time this year. So see ya, folks. Maybe I forgot to set this again. I'm a bad